Aquarius and Cancer, hello. Welcome to an Aquarius experience. I'll be doing a connection spread for the highest good of the relationship between Aquarius and Cancer. Okay, so Aquarius, you have the star. It's wonderful. You are harnessing your own energy. You are aligned with yourself. This is your card, wish fulfillment, which is a great energy to be in. Congratulations. However, in your challenge, you have the Two of Wands, so you're finding it difficult to put some plan in motion. You are planning something, or you are trying to plan something but haven't quite done so yet. Or it might be that you are having trouble getting yourself to plan something out, move forward, and push that into the universe. For Cancer, we have the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of anxiety felt with Cancer. They may be feeling a little bit of insomnia, unable to sleep. Maybe they are having nightmares, waking up in the middle of the night. There's a lot going on for them mentally. For their challenge, they have the Devil. This is this could be a number of things. This could be a karmic entanglement. This could be codependency, addiction, just some kind of dependency on something that keeps them in a lower frequency, drives them. It's a survival frequency. They could be right now just immersing themselves in anything that is kind of just really bad for the soul. And it's really throwing them off spiritually. And it's not a good place to be in if you're finding some challenges in it. However, it is not their current state. So what I mean by that is that they're finding a challenge dealing with those dependencies. And that's probably why they are not sleeping well. It's almost as if they're aware of it, of the dependency, but they have yet to figure out what it is that they want to do about it. I don't even know if they want to do something about it. They're just having a real struggle. This could be them fighting alcoholism or some kind of drug addiction. It could be that they are maybe not relapsing, but they're coming off of some kind of addiction. That's pretty heavy for Cancer. The uniting force is the Ten of Swords. Okay, so there's an ending to something. It's either, it seems like there's an ending to a relationship. And although Aquarius is doing okay with this ending, they're really coming into themselves and realigning to themselves. It's like they had the last sword on the, I mean, there's the last straw on the camel's back. I'm not sure how that saying goes, but they've reached their limit in this relationship, and so that's why they are going back to themselves, because it took away from them being able to align with themselves. However, it is painful, and it has shaken the Aquarius, but shaken in a good way, because now the Aquarius is able to realign themselves, although they are having a setback in moving forward, because they are still hung up and are needing to heal from this. So I can go ahead and pull some advice cards for Aquarius. Advice for Aquarius. It looks like the two of you are on separate paths now. And Aquarius, your advice is the Seven of Wands. So you need to really be able to stand firm on your beliefs moving forward. And you might have outside energies, or even energies within yourself, kind of trying to attack what it is that you're trying to set in motion. So you are going to have to defend yourself against just opposing views, opposing forces. It could be people, and it could just be your own energies that you have within yourself. Ideas of, just different ideas that you are playing with as far as where you want to go, what kind of plan you're setting in motion, because you haven't yet set out a plan to move forward, but it's like, you have to move forward and go into a different direction away from this Cancer. Cancer, advice for Cancer. For Cancer, we have the Chariot and the Ace of Swords. So you really have to move forward, but when you do so, you have to unify whatever clarity that you need to figure it out, what direction to go. And once you do the healing that you need and take that time to yourself to recalibrate, just like the Aquarius has, you will then find one true clarity, and your advice is to run with that. So you have to come forward with what it is that you want. As far as this relationship goes, Aquarius, it looks like Aquarius is done and pretty set on moving forward into a different direction. And it looks like Cancer is still really hung up on the situation. And they really need to find some clarity on, some mental clarity on what it is that's going on, what has happened, and then take that clarity and move passionately and with a lot of effort and energy. It's almost as if you need to harness all of the energy that you have to move in this direction. It's almost as if you have to pick yourself up out of this 10 of Swords here. The 10 of Swords is also the death of, maybe not the ego, because it looks like the ego is still very much at play, but it's a death of one version of yourself. And once you have, okay, so it looks like the version of yourself has been killed, but you still need to pull out each of these daggers. So you have one clear, cohesive thought, idea, and then set that in motion. So there's a lot going on for you, yes, definitely emotionally, but more than emotionally, it's like you have a lot of self-defeating thoughts and limitations, self-limitations. There's a lot of ego at play. And if you are able to move beyond that, take each of those negative thoughts out of your mind and place them into one cohesive thought, an idea of the self and what it is that you want, then you can move forward. But there's no emotion here, and there's no emotion anywhere, actually. So this is all due to the mind, and for Aquarius, it's all just passion. So it's not an emotional tie. This might not even be a love relationship. This could be a codependent relationship involving an Aquarius and a Cancer that has some sort of addiction. And it looks like Aquarius is done with it. And Cancer is really feeling the absence of Aquarius's energy, because Aquarius is now just focusing on themselves. Moving forward into the immediate future, what's to be expected? Because it seems like, excuse me, it seems like Cancer will eventually come through with some communication and some forward movement towards Aquarius. And that might be what Aquarius is going to have to fight off. Because there's like this codependent relationship, but the codependency is more on the Cancer side. So it looks to me that Cancer is going to try to communicate with this Ace of Swords and come in, and they're going to come in quite quickly and quite aggressively, I want to say. So in the immediate future, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So they're wanting, someone's wanting a new beginning. And the Prince of Swords and the Prince of Pentacles. Yeah, there's going to be a new offer of stability, and they're going to come in with honoring the relationship, and they're also going to be, it's going to be a stable relationship. So what I'm seeing is that Cancer may be approaching Aquarius with a newfound beginning, suggesting a new beginning, but it's going to be a slow moving beginning. So it could be that Cancer has made a decision to communicate to Aquarius and say, look, what I want is a new beginning. I'm going to fight for this, and we're going to take some time. We're going to take our time moving forward with whatever it is that we're going to do. But the Prince of Pentacles suggests that this approach is sturdy, and it's good. It's taking some time and moving at a pace that the relationship needs is more promising than coming in just full-heartedly and just saying, let's just do this all over again, figure it out. Especially if there's some kind of drug or alcohol or some kind of addiction here. It has to be slow moving, and it has to be paced out. Okay, if you stayed with me thus far, I hope that something was helpful, and until next time, thank you.